Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, lacrosse fans. Welcome to the President's Cup. Final day of 2018 in the Senior B ranks. So, as we've got ready to play the 7-8 game between Nanaimo and Capital Region, both teams obviously understanding it's an early game, wanting to get out of here. They want this game to go as quick as possible. Both benches agreed to make the game running time and play 5-minute intermissions. It was announced that was going to happen, and then the referee-in-chief came down and said, no, that's not happening. We're playing full time, full breaks. Let's go. So it's a 7-8 game here, first game in the morning. Jenner, thanks for joining us on Lax All-Stars, where we have been all week long. Pioneers and Axemen, we'll get you scratches and goalies as we get going, and we are underway. Loose ball, boys are battling. And it'll be grabbed there by Spencer Corkery. Corkery going to go for a run. One more over the far side, shot in the goal. 1-0, just 13 seconds into this one as Mark Vandenberg gets the Axemen on the board first. And it's 1-0. 13 seconds. Didn't take long for the Axemen to get on the board here. Your scratches for Ladner, Brian Poole, Ian Poole, Nate Hanair, Michael Barracroft, Tyler Kirkby, and Brody McDonald. Scratches for Capital Region, Ty Logan, Blake Kenny, Jason Crook, Aaron Forster, Pat Collins. Normal number one goalie Brett Paris is going to play out the front door here tonight for the Axemen. Maybe a little back door as well. He's working it as the grocery bar right now in the middle of the bench. And here come the Axemen the other way. Tough day for both of these two clubs in crossover Saturday. The Axemen losing to Onondaga, and Ladner losing to Saskatoon, who were able to finally get their first win of the President's Cup. And this game could be a little sloppy. Not that these aren't good teams, but it's been a long week. These guys are playing for 7th and 8th place. As we talked about, they really wish they were playing running time, and they would like to get out of here, and that's not going to happen. Got to go a full 60, and then you can have a break. Here comes Scott Taylor. Heavily bandages that left knee for Taylor, and he's very favoring that one quite noticeably as he heads off the floor. Near side, Tim Bergen. Bangs it down in the corner. Austin Robinson. He'll come high, 10 on the shot clock. Robinson trying to get a shot off. 5 on the shot clock. Good defense there by Cox. Back to Robinson. He couldn't handle it. Ball into the corner. And Cody Cox will bring it up here for the Pioneers. Up to Mitch Winter. Tom Johnson said he doesn't even think back in Pee Wee he played this much lacrosse in 1 week. And at one point, the Pioneers played 3 games in about 24 hours as Nate Clare bombs one from outside. And that one gets past James Jordan. It's 1-1, 2:14 into it. So a shot on the outside from Clare. Beats Jordan far side, stick side. It's 1-1 here in game 1 of day 8. My name's Teddy Jenner. Find me on Twitter at OffTheCrossbar. I'll bring you this game and then the gold medal game at 6 p.m. as the host, the Nanaimo Timmermen, go for their first Senior B National Championship in almost 40 years. They'll be going up against the St. Albert Miners, who are going for the three-peat after winning the title in 2017 and 2018. Chapman wore that shot off the shin and it stung. And a couple giggles from the teammates as he comes off the floor. And I think that's one of my favorite parts about this game right now is talking with the guys, being out there during warm-ups. Everyone's not wanting to be here, but in good spirits, joking around, having some laughs. Outside shot, saved there by Wicket. He'll outlet near side. Up ahead to Cox, he couldn't find it. Here's Robinson. Robinson gets a pick there from Bergen. Watched by Cox. Now he's picked up by Sam Clare. He'll swing it over to the far side. Corkery trying to get underneath. Shot from a tough angle. Hit Wicket. Didn't know where it was, but eventually he grabbed by Davidson. Sam Clare. Picked up by Taylor. Late man is Johnson. He'll swing it far side to the big fella Ryan Keith. Nate Clare inside to Sam. Can't find it. It'll be grabbed there by Paris wearing 17. Still got his goaltender's helmet on. Just took the throat guard off. And then the pass goes into the corner. That one doesn't connect with Fournier. One-handed grab by the Pioneers, but it's turned over there. And Mark Vredenberg will hold on to it. Give it off to Raj Wasson, the captain. Wasson, watched by Zabo. Wasson, Bergen flashes, gets it. Bergen won't shoot it. One more to Vredenberg. He tried to go 5-hole, and that one missed. Loose ball picked up by Zabo. Up ahead, McFetrich. On a breakaway, didn't pass it. Great shoulder save there by James Jordan, as he denied McFetrich with a big left shoulder. Now here's Dan Gaughan. The man they call Goner back home. Wants to say hello to all his family and friends watching here on Lax All-Stars. Far side, Corkery. Gets a pick from Gaughan. Corkery, shot, kicked aside there by Wicket. Loose ball picked up at center floor by Austin Robinson. Gaughan will go for a change. On comes Carter Butter. He has it now. Can't snag it. And eventually, Spencer Corkery will. Gets a pick. Swings it near side. Robinson on a bit of an isolation with Davidson. Robinson. Shot. Save. Wicket right in the chest pad. And he'll quickly float it up ahead to Josh Kelly. Lacroix gets a pick. Swings it to Johnson. 15 on the shot clock. Far side. Inside Lacroix. Wasn't looking for it. And eventually, it'll be picked up there by Darcy Balia behind his own net. Beatty, up ahead, Bergen. He's had a strong tournament here for the Axemen. Gets a pick from Wasson and Robinson. Bergen skips it, 10 on the shot clock. Austin Robinson, inside Vredenberg. Caught it, fell all the way up top, got to put it on net. Bergen saved Wicket. And Wicket will leave it there for Cody Cox. Here comes Sam Clare across center. It's a brother Nate. Picked up there by Taylor, doubled by Paris. Apparently Paris has done this a few times this year for the Axemen. Played a little out instead of between the pipes. And that one will go off the glass and out of play. And we've played nearly 7 minutes of the opening period here from Nanaimo. Axemen and Pioneers. Winner gets 7th. Loser gets a snowman. Inside, shot, saved there by Wicket off Corkery. Up ahead, Eli Gobrecht. He'll push, doesn't have numbers, flip it off to Tom Johnson. He's been one of the Pioneers' most consistent players in this tournament. In a long, arduous one, inside Lacroix, can't get a shot on target. It'll go off the glass back to Johnson at center with 10. Lewis, Lacroix, got to get a shot off around the top. Lacroix didn't made it through, and that hit bodies in front. It'll be a 30 violation on the Pioneers. Pioneers had high hopes coming into this one, and a couple tough losses really put them behind the 8 ball. The 1-goal loss to Cognawaga, the loss to Nanaimo. And unfortunately, they just couldn't really get their footing as this tournament went on. Near side, Robinson. Gets a couple picks there from Wasson around the top. Can't shoot it. 10. Now he will. Miss short side. It'll go all the way to center where Mitch Winter's waiting for it. Winter has bodies running. Winter. Carey scores. Great shot from Jake Carey on the run. 2-1 Ladner. 8:04 into the period. Jake Carey's running the floor in transition. Took that pass from Winter and went three-quarter far side post and in. And it's a one-goal lead here for the Pioneers. Loose ball off the draw. Corkery trying to battle for it. And it'll eventually be picked up there by Chapman. He'll run to space, takes a bit of a bump, flips it up to Butter. And the other thing about these two teams playing an early morning game, the bottom of the standings, don't expect too much craziness. Guys are going to go out, they're going to give as much as they can, but you're not going to see anybody getting lined up. You're not going to see guys taking liberties or advantage of guys in prone positions. I think this will be a very clean, well-played game. Both these teams just want to get out of here, put their feet up, ice the minds and the bodies, and say, see you later to another summer of lacrosse. Near side, Tom Johnson, 12 on the shot clock for the Pioneers. He'll go deep into the corner. Sam Clare. Stick check there by Gone. Clare, 4 on the shot clock. He'll put it on target. Save James Jordan. And Dan Gone will find it. A little pressure there from Wyatt Pinder. Bounce it, bench side, Yonkis. Now Raj Wasson. Wasson to Bergen. Top center. Now into the corner, Radenberg. Backhand flip, doesn't connect Corkery. Loose ball grab there by Yonkis. 3 on the shot clock. Radenberg, shot save, wicket. And it'll be grabbed there by Cody Cox. Mark Radenberg has really stood out in this tournament as well for the Axemen. He's definitely got to be up there in the possible all-star nominees for the Axemen here. There's Cox. Skips it far side. Keith one more. Lacroix scores! Great finish from Dylan Lacroix and maybe an even better feed from Ryan Keith. 3-1. 9:59, time of the goal. As the Pioneers gave up the first one 13 seconds in. And now they've scored 3 straight over the last 9+ minutes. And they've got a 3-1 lead. Loose ball picked up there by Corkery. Dispossessed by a nice stick check from Bromley. All the way up ahead to Zabo. Doesn't connect. One hand grab there by Paris. I'd like to see the big man come down and play a little low here. Brett Paris. One hand dangle. We'll flip it bench side. And we picked up there by Andrew McNeil. Paris will go change. Has some words with Joe Sullivan, the D coach. They share a little laugh. Corkery. Corkery, shot wide, loose ball. Shot clock violation. And it'll be picked up there by Garrett Lewis. Under 10 to play here in the first. Ladner in Capital Region. Clare into the corner, Tom Johnson. 20 on the shot clock here for Ladner. Johnson around the top. Looks down to Clare. That hit the back of an Axemen player. Up ahead. McFadden can't find it. And Wicket will reach out and grab it and chuck it up ahead. Sam Clare. Sam Clare slowly brings it up. Into the corner to Nate Clare. Nate Clare around the top. Leave it off there for Lewis. He couldn't handle the pass. And he'll be checked there by Belia. Lewis. Johnson. Pass was out of his reach. Taylor giving chase. And it's grabbed by Johnson. Quickly down in the corner. And that'll be picked up by Lyman Beatty. Beatty to center. Flips it to Bergen. And now Bergen will survey. Around the horn. Yonkis into the corner of Vandenberg. Gets a pick from Butter. Wasson, 8 on the shot clock. Shot it wide. Loose ball grabbed by the Pioneers. Up ahead, Cox. Slow numbers here for Ladner. Cody Cox. And doesn't have a good look, so he'll pull it out. Skip it to McFetridge, far side. McFetridge. Bromley. Will he shoot through the screen? Nope. Bangs it to Cox underneath. Oh, strip check there by Paris, but he's going to get a holding call. And the goaltender turned out player will go sit for 2 or less on a hold. And the Pioneers will get our first power play of the game. It has been a wonderful, wonderful 8 days of lacrosse here in Nanaimo. There haven't been too many things that have gone wrong, and all 8 teams have really done this tournament a lot of honor and playing with the respect and sportsmanship that they have throughout this whole week. 10 on the power, 10 on the shot clock, inside feed, Claire, shoots, scores! Nate Claire with a man all over him, took that feed on the inside, and then just took a little back step, went low to high elevator style, put it top corner on James Jordan. A power play goal. It's 4-1. Claire's second. Coming at 12:42. And James Jordan going to get a little rest here. On comes Chris Chubak. And so Chubak will take his place in between the pipes. As Jordan will head down the tunnel and have a bit of a break. And Tom Johnson's just standing on the floor, not realizing the refs were waiting for him to get off so that they could start the game again. Loose ball off the draw. Corkery finds it. Watched there by Wyatt Pinder. Up ahead. Chapman gives it off to Robinson. 7 minutes remaining on a moving clock here in the first. 4-1 Pioneers. Shot goes wide. Nas and Ryan Keith pick up assists. 3-on-2 here in the in the fast break. Shot there by Pinder over top of the net. Bodies battling behind the net. Pops free. Grabbed there by Garrett Lewis. He'll come all the way back into his own zone to the captain, Dan McDermott. Claire gets a pick inside to Bromley. Pass knocked down. Claire gets it back. Stick checked. And the ball goes off the boards. Picked up there by Taylor. And you got to give it to Scott Taylor. He's a little slower with that left knee bandaged up heavily, but he's still giving it his all. And made that nice clearing attempt for his team. Now here's Raj Wasson, the captain. Vandenberg gets it right back on a nice ball cut and put it wide on the short side. And that loose ball grabbed by Cody Cox. He'll push it up the floor. Cox. Lacroix, Johnson around the horn, Garrett Lewis. He'll get a pick from Cody Nass. Lewis to Nass. Shot. Took a deflection. Loose ball. Picked up there by the Axemen all the way up ahead. And that one just out of the reach of Kyle McFadden. And he'll run onto it. Watched there by Jake Carey. Takes a couple cross checks. Loses it. Slips. All the way up ahead, Johnson. Johnson. Bromley. Far side, Pinder. Pinder got to get a shot off. They're going to reset the 30 and count it down. Have crossed over to Pinder. They got to get a shot off here quick. It's stuck in Ryan Keith's stick. Oh! It was stuck in Ryan Keith's stick, so he was trying to flip it out and pop it out. Instead, just threw it, and it hit Pinder, and he is down in a heap. And then to add insult to injury, Nate Clare picked the ball up and threw it right back at him. So Pinder soaks one for the Axemen's defense accidentally. Oh, and he is not happy. Ryan Keith is going to owe him a pop after this one. It's one thing if you take it as a defender, but to take it from your own team when you're out there just trying to set picks, that is the worst. You're not even expecting it. 4.5 to go. Let's hope he's going to be okay, because that one did not look nice. Far side, Brandenburg. Someone's lost the glove. That's Mitch Winter. Robinson, banging and crashing, skipped it over. Shot, nice save there by Wicket as he goes sliding across low to low to make that save off Carter Butter. Sam Clare takes a swing, skips it over to Garrett Lewis. One more, Dylan Lacroix. 15 on the shot clock here for the Pios. Lacroix inside to Lewis. Pass was behind him. Axemen trying to run. McFetridge just speared at it. Loose ball picked up by Alec Johnson. He's watched there by the big and tall Peter McFetridge. Oh, and McFetridge runs right through the check of Kyle McFadden. I don't think McFadden expected that to just happen to him, and he's going off the floor, and he's hurting. All of a sudden, Peter McFetridge was a giant wall, and McFadden was the fly that flew into him. Outside shot there by Johnson. Nice save by Chubak. Quickly up ahead. Beatty couldn't find it. Loose ball's going to bounce to Cody Cox. Cox to Clare. Now Bromley, one of the assistant captains for Ladner. Off the bench comes McFetridge. Diagonal feed, Johnson. Back to McFetridge, the one-timer, couldn't finish. And it's grabbed there by Bromley. Gets a little interference by Johnson. Skips it back far side Lewis. Pick McFetridge. Shot saved Chubak. And then McFetridge gallops onto it. Reset the 30 here for Ladner. McFetridge waiting for the pick. Going to get it from Lewis. Skipped it over to Bromley. Doesn't connect. Grab there by Chubak. Chubak will look for an outlet. Float it down the floor. Heads up. And so when I said nobody was going to try and take people out, there's been some really not on purpose accidental hits here in this game. One more. Bromley shot. Saved Chubak. And Bromley will run through the crease. So that will be Axemen possession. 2:10 remaining. Bromley giving some pressure there on Dan Gaunt. Caused the turnover to be eventually picked up. Robinson into the corner. Bergen. Bergen sets a pick. Or runs off the pick. Flips it up top to Gaunt. That one wasn't close. And it'll be grabbed there by Zabo. Going to run 2-on-1 with Sam Clare. Patrick Zabo to Sam Clare. Shot. Glove save and a beauty there from Chris Chubak. And the loose ball will be scooped up by Nevin Sullivan. 90 seconds remaining in the period. Here comes the captain, Raj Wasson. 4-1 Ladner. Brandenburg and the Axemen scored 13 seconds in, and they've been stymied by Zach Wicket ever since. Far corner, Yonkis. Shot, save, Wicket, loose ball, bouncing right in front of the crease. Oh, nice little flip shot there from Nevin Sullivan, who's in the... No, that was Corkery, 55. Scooped it up with one hand and tried to go John Grant Jr. and flip it behind his back, but missed it short side. Final 60 of the first 20. Lacroix, Keith, all the way up top. Tom Johnson. He'll shoot a twister off the post. It'll bounce to center. And Wicket will pick it up. Throw it bench side. Grabbed there by Cody Nass. Down to Garrett Lewis. Lewis, stutter step, swim move on Paris, diving in. Save there by Chubak. And Paris isn't a short guy to try and swim either. Backside look. Brandenburg was open. couldn't find the pass, and it bounces off the glass, over his head, all the way down the floor. Ryan Keith couldn't find that one on the short hop. And then Chubak came out to find it and accidentally chopped Ryan Keith on the back of the legs. Guys, this is for 8th. A little nicer. And then the period will come to an end. An entertaining first from the Pioneers and Axemen. 4-1 Ladner. Capital Region scored 13 seconds in as Brandenburg took possession off of the first faceoff and scored. But Ladner would score 4 straight. 2 from Nate Clare, 1 from Jake Carey, 1 from Dylan Lacroix, and a power play goal included in there. And that's the way things will end. We'll be back in 10 minutes. This is the 7-8 game from Day 8, the 2018 President's Cup from Nanaimo, BC on Lax All-Stars.
Welcome to Nanaimo, the gateway to Vancouver Island. Located on the rich waters of the Salish Sea, backdropped by thick, temperate rainforest with their rolling hills and the rugged mountains in the distance, Nanaimo was the first home to the local Nanaimo First Nations people. For centuries they lived here in connection with the land. And in many ways, this close tie to the wilderness of Vancouver Island resonates today. In the 1850s, the Hudson Bay Company set up a trading post in the region here in Nanaimo. Today, that trading post still stands with the HBC Bastion, standing guard over the waters of the harbor here in Nanaimo. For many decades afterwards, Nanaimo flourished as a coal mining town. Much of this early history is on display at the Nanaimo Museum. Today, Nanaimo is a bustling and modern urban center on the edge of natural wonder. Experience Nanaimo's supernatural wilderness and find yourself again.
Nanaimo allows me to do my passions through accessibility. Just the way that it's laid out, within 10 or 15 minutes, I can basically be from my house and doing something that I am truly passionate about. For me, it's about connection. I know a lot of people go to nature to disconnect from the world, but for me, it's about feeling like I'm part of something bigger. I feel it helps me connect to other people with similar interests and passions. Nanaimo has a little bit of something for everybody, and I think it does that little bit of everything really well. It's a place where you can discover passions that you didn't even know you had.
It gives you city life and gives you wilderness life all at the same time. It has both fresh water and salt water with easy access. You don't have to travel more than 10 to 15 minutes to be on a body of water, no matter where you live. You can either be out on the ocean fishing in 15-20 minutes, or you can be on Long Lake like we are today, enjoying some trout and bass fishing.
With diving around this area, Nanaimo or British Columbia in general, it's actually rated in the top in the world. Part of the reason that we have so much life here is the colder water with lots of nutrients in the water. One of our very popular activities we do is snorkeling with seals, and certain times of year when we get the sea lions coming by us, 2,000-pound sea lion coming right up to you a few inches away from you, just amazing. You think you're swimming along great in the water and this thing comes and does a somersault in front of you and just takes off. And you realize how small in the ocean you actually are.
The best part about owning a tour company is getting to show everyone the reasons why we live here in Nanaimo. I love the culture and natural wonders here in Nanaimo, and I love being able to see it for the first time every day through the eyes of our guests. Yeah, Nanaimo really is in the center of everything.
I'm really passionate about regenerative agriculture because that's what farming is all about. Some of the most exciting things for me in Nanaimo are the harvest, when there's all this abundance and we're able to take our food and set it out into the community. And when we go out for dinner sometimes, we get to see our food being served to us and served to our community, and there's a lot of excitement around that. At the markets we sell at in Nanaimo, there are over 200 vendors who participate, and you can do your full spectrum of shopping at these markets. And so you're invited to come to the market.
Currently, right now, we're concentrated on sourcing all our ingredients from mid-Vancouver Island. We like to utilize what we can get from local farmers. Breweries, wineries, and distilleries in Nanaimo have really exploded in the last few years. We've got a couple great wineries. Just down the road from us at the Longwood, we've got a distillery that makes some world-class gin, vodka, and even absinthe, which is pretty rare these days. We've got 3 breweries in town, 1 brew pub. You can really occupy a lot of your time traveling from one drink establishment to another. We've got pretty much everything here.
Well, we're sitting here at Piper's Lagoon, which is one of these little hidden gems that a lot of people don't know about, but I'm commonly often known as the Big Cheese, and I coined the name the Big Cheese not long after I started the store. There's a pretty good variety of establishments in Nanaimo now. There's some really excellent places to eat now in Nanaimo which are doing quite nicely. We have shopping, we have all the well-known brands, but we also have a cute little downtown area with lots of independent businesses. Well, I think the location makes it very special. The abundance of parks and activities and outdoor fresh air things, and everyone who moves here from somewhere else comments on how welcoming the people are. And I think that's one thing that makes Nanaimo very special, is the welcoming and the amount of stuff there is to do.
With its dramatic and diverse landscapes, including forests like this, Nanaimo offers so much. Impressive coastlines? Yeah, we got that. Rolling hills? Rugged mountains? Yeah, we got that too.
I'm more of a country mouse than a city mouse, and Nanaimo, the city, it has enough of what I need, but just the natural beauty of it. I can feel it in the pores of my skin, I can feel it in my lungs when I breathe the air. It's just something, when I get out here and I just see trees and blue skies, it makes me happy. Yeah, my big thing every year is to go down to Nanaimo River and jump in, because the river feels like it's a healer. That beautiful fresh water and the trees around it, it cures whatever ails you. And
back inside Frank Crane Arena in Nanaimo, BC. Game 1, Day 8, the finale. 4-1 Ladner leading Capital Region after the first.
And now let's welcome back the
as the Pioneers are welcomed out onto the floor, making sure they take up all of that 10-minute break. Coming up next, it's the Saskatoon Brewers versus the Onondaga Redhawks, and after losing every game in the round robin, the Saskatoon Brewers can finish 5th just by winning the last 2 games of the tournament, which would be a pretty cool story if the Brew Crew could pull that off. And the period starts with only about 4 guys on the Ladner bench, as their team is just slowly still getting out of the locker room. Off the opening draw, grabbed there by Bromley. Pushes it ahead to Zabo. Zabo, diagonal feed. And the Quaw can't get a shot up. Bromley missed the pass, going to bounce towards center. Oh, and McFetridge bobbled it. And he finally picks it back up. Will carry to the offensive zone. Skip it over, gets it right back. Kick, save, and a beauty from Chris Chubak. Loose ball, Corkery. Up ahead, Chapman. Out of the box, Rawson. And he bobbled it and then gets kicked back in the corner. And Wicket will outlet there to to McDermott. Up ahead, Garrett Lewis. Lewis. Off the bench, Nas. Nate Clare. Keith. Far side, Bromley. Takes a couple chops there from Fournier. Inside, Lewis. 5 on the shot clock. Keith on target. Nope, puts it wide. And then Lewis will get a shot clock violation. We are going to get a high sticking call. And another power play here for the Pioneers, as Kyle McFadden will sit for 2 or less for the high stick. Ladner 1 for 1 on the power play so far here in this one, as Nate Clare got his second. That was back at 12:42 in the first. And so they'll try to extend their lead to 5-1 here with the extra man. Johnson, Clare, Lacroix, Cody Nass, and Ryan Keith are the 5 men out there in red. Johnson, Nass, one-timer, save. Reset the 30. Here's Clare. Johnson to Clare. Holds, looks, Keith, diagonal. Picked up there by Lacroix behind the net up top. Johnson, shot, scores, 5-hole. And Tom Johnson gets his first. 5-1 Ladner, another power play goal. That one coming at $1.55. And so that's 5 straight for the Pioneers. Next game coming at noon. Jake Elliott will have the call right here on Lax All-Stars. He'll also have the bronze medal game between Cognawaga and Oakville. And then I'll take you home on Sunday night with a gold medal game between the hometown Nanaimo Timmerman and the 2-time defending back-to-back champs, St. Albert Miners. Into the corner, Bromley. Goes behind the net, Pinder, Bromley, missed it. Loose ball grabbed there by the Axemen. Lacroix will pick up the only assist on Johnson's power play goal at center. Battling for it, Robinson. He's in and amongst 4 red jerseys. Goes between the legs. Little and one mixtape. And then he'll bounce it ahead. Up top, here comes Ladner. Davidson, McFetridge. Had Lacroix open. Instead, we'll give it to Ryan Keith. Now Johnson. Keith near side. Great seeing eye pass to Lacroix. Back to Keith. Shot. Bounced it off the pads at Chubak. And it goes off the official, and Keith gets it. McFetridge. Watch there by the Axemen. Pass to Lacroix doesn't connect. Up ahead. 2-on-1. And then the pass is way behind Lyman Beatty off the stick of Darcy Balia. And McFetridge will pick it up. And here comes Ladner the other way. Paris. He's watching Lewis with a long wingspan. That outside shot from Lacroix hit a body. And it'll be picked up by Nate Clare. 8 on the shot clock. Clare. Shot. Saved Chubak. Loose ball. Going to be grabbed there by Fournier. And he'll run the floor. Fournier to Raj Wasson with a head of steam. Pushed back by Sam Clare. And now swing it. Yonkis into the corner. Carter Butter. Butter will get a pick there from Yonkis. Wasson. Far side Robinson. 5. Robinson. And he'll get called for a crease violation. Here come the Pioneers and Eli Gobrecht. Gobrecht down inside Bromley. Nice little catch. Avoids the crease. Keeps his feet moving. Nass into the corner. Pinder. Pinder gets a pick. Comes around the top. Shot. Never made it on target. That one stung the right hand of McFadden. 5 on the shot clock. Johnson will float it towards the corner and Pinder. And the 30 will end. As the Pioneers thought they were going to get a reset. Never got it. And McFadden will bounce it bench side. Andrew McNeil. McNeil carry into the corner. Give it off to Tim Bergen. Get a pick from Wasson. And then near side, Vandenberg had it, dropped it, got it right back. Bergen, 10 on the shot clock. Wasson couldn't handle it. McFetridge, he's going to run with speed. Runs past one check. 3 on 2. Davidson. He'll shoot, save Chubak. McFetridge will find it in the corner. Bump it up top, Garrett Lewis. Bodies are changing. Lewis slows it up, gives it off. Nate Clare, 14-20 here in the second. Ryan Keith gets a pick, shot. That one hit Paris. The goaltender will always get his body in a good shot. Down to Wicket. Floats it to Clare. Through bodies, not even close. And the 30 will go. And possession will go back to the Axemen. They trail at 5-1 here with exactly 14 to go in the second. Laxar's All-Stars been taking you all the way through the week. Got to thank those guys for doing an incredible job of game recaps, photos, videos, and of course the streaming of all these games here from Nanaimo as that shot goes right off the inner shin of Eli Gobrecht, and that one stung. Every single one of these guys in this game and this tournament will know they were in an 8-day war, and their bodies will hate them for it. But once it's all over, their minds will absolutely thank them. This is one of the toughest trophies and tournaments in all of lacrosse. Johnson. Inside feed to Nass, doesn't connect. Nice pickup there by Taylor. Up ahead. Here come the Axemen on a break. Shot! That one goes wide. Off the stick of Dan Gaunt. And the loose ball all the way down the other end. Patrick Zabel. McFetridge. Gonna hold and look. Eventually give it off down low. Pinder. McFetridge. Bromley. McFetridge. 10 on the shot clock. Pinder inside. Great look. And then it just gets deflected on net by the stick of Bromley trying to catch it. And Ladner will get a reset with Nate Clare. Bromley far side. Here comes Clare. Little seal pick. Nope. Flashes through the middle. McFetridge. Will he shoot? He will. Save there. Chubak stuck in the leg pad. He'll get a whistle. And then he'll leave it there for his teammate Nevin Sullivan. Brandenburg. Far side. Robinson. Bergen. They'll work a two-man game, then swing it down into the corner. One more to Brandenburg, knocked down by a stick. Axemen trying to find it, and it'll be pushed ahead there by Davidson. Davidson has Lacroix off the bench, but he couldn't find that loose ball. It'll be a shot clock violation. Ladner possession. 11:47 here in the second. My name's Teddy Jenner. It's been an absolute pleasure to be with you all week long. Of course, you can find me on Twitter at Off the Crossbar as Tom Johnson gets his second. 6-1. Johnson's got 2 here in this period. 8:21. The time of that goal. And we still got 3 games to go today. This is game 33. And game 36 will be for all of the marbles. And a lot of them can fit in that beautiful cup that all these teams are playing for this week. Pass to Bromley, doesn't connect. Alec Johnson going to run onto this one. Jake Carey hustling back. Lacroix again picks up the lone assist on the goal by Johnson. Too many men. The officials just going to let it go. Didn't quote-unquote see it. Here's Johnston. 10 on the shot clock. Skips it over to Bergen. He'll get a pick there from McNeil. Goes to McNeil on the roll. And never made it through. And here comes Ladner the other way running. Cox doesn't have numbers. Too many men called on Ladner as they tried to quick start the fast break. But Capital Region will come back the other way. Jordan Yonkes. Mark Vandenberg. Robinson into the corner of the big man, Tim Bergen. Watched there by Winter. Gets a pick. Bergen swings it near side. Sullivan. No, Corkery. 7 on the shot clock. Corkery dispossessed. Nice stick check there by Dan McDermott. And then at the buzzer, Vandenberg tried to put one on net, but half a second late. Now McFetrich. He throws it away, and Chubak will find it as we reach the halfway mark of this lacrosse game. 6-1 Pioneers over the Axemen as these two teams play for 7 and 8. Pass skip far side by Butter to Bergen. Bergen will get a pick there from Wasson. He'll shoot, save, Wicket. And Wicket will chuck it down to Wyatt Pinder. Pinder running. Gets past his man. Dive, shoots, save, Chubak. Pinder would have been in the crease anyway, but a nice save regardless by Chubak, who's come into this game since it was 4-1. In place of James Jordan, who got the start. Wasson, 15. Wasson, shot, scores, 5-hole. And that breaks the 6-goal run of Ladner as the captain gets Capital Region's second goal of the game. 10:44, the time of that goal officially. Yesterday was, let's call it unexpected results in the semifinals. Not so much who won, but in the manner that the games were won. As St. Albert blew up and blew away Cognawaga, Johnson gets his hat trick here in the period and gives air fives to his boys out on the floor. A pseudo-natural hat trick for the man they call Teej, as he's got all 3 here in the period. And crazily enough, all 4 goals scored in this period have been from guys wearing number 7. So that goal comes just 9 seconds after the goal by Wasson. Now here's Bromley. Down low. Shot, save, Chubak. Johnson gets the rebound. Takes a chop. Nass. Pinder. Flips it over. Near side. Pinder. Couldn't find it. Pinder, shot, trying to go 5-hole, saved. That rebound got put over top of the net. Loose ball grabbed by Cody Nass. That shot goes wide. You can literally hear guys laughing on the benches as it looks like that's Cody Nass taking a rough ride into the boards from Darcy Belia. But you know it's one of those games when guys are having a good chuckle on the bench and the announcers can hear it on the other side of the floor. Here's Bromley surveying inside. Pinder, nice little backside roll. And the scoop shot never made it on target. Cody Nass. Pinder, watched there by Belia. Gets underneath. Pinder, far side, short side scores. And finally, somebody not wearing 7 in red gets a goal here in the period. It's 8-2 Ladner. .11:06 time of the goal. So Zabo and Austin Robinson will go to the face-off dot. Under 8 minutes to play here in the second. Chapman lost his stick. Loose ball grabbed there by Eli Gobrecht. Nass picks up the only assist on Pinder's goal. Now, here's McFetrich. Pass doesn't connect. Loose ball. Lacroix, 14 on the shot clock. Gets a screen, comes around. Nice skip pass, one more. Lewis shot, goes top corner. Save there by Chubak. Inside, Claire, another nice save by Chubak. Vandenberg finds it. He'll leg it up the floor. And he's watched there by McFetrich. Vandenberg. Butter. Vandenberg will go for a change. Skip it down into the corner. Yonkis. One more. Bergen. Oh, I thought he was going to try and dunk it. They got Wicket running all over the place. Bergen on his wrong side. Got to get a shot off. 4-3. Gets to top. Oh, my goodness. How did that go in? He was just trying to get above the goal line so he could get a reset. And Sam Clare and Zach Wicket are literally looking from the angle to try to figure out how that one went in. I think Wicket might think there's a hole in the net. But it goes in, and it makes it 8-3. Time of the goal, 13-10. As both goaltenders will go and get a sip of water. .650 to go here. 8-3 is the score as we play game one on day 8. This is the 7-8 game on Lax All-Stars from Frank Crane Arena in Nanaimo, BC. So, water sipped. Both goaltenders will return to their respective creases. And Zabo and Robinson will draw it off again. Zabo.
Capital Region Axemen goal scored unassisted by number 43, Tim Bergen.
Unassisted goal by Bergen. Here's Pinder. He'll skip it to Johnson. Pinder. Down low, Keith. He couldn't reach it. Pinder gets it right back and tries to put it on target. But a crease call. Dan gone. Up ahead. Oh, nice little grab there by Alec Johnston. Off the benches, Bergen. Johnson faked the backhand. And then inside roll. Winter has him. Johnson still has it. And then he'll slow it up. Give it off to Vandenberg. Go for a change. 10 on the shot clock. Inside Vandenberg. And an arm save, but a crease call. As Vandenberg tried to go for a little highlight reel, but gets called for the crease. McFetrich. Skips it. Lacroix fakes it. Back to McFetrich. Late man is Lewis. Nass banging and crashing in the middle, setting picks. Lacroix shot knocked down by the stick of Paris. Paris lost track of his man, almost kicked at his own net, and then picks up that loose ball. Walking the dog with a one-handed angle, and you know he's going to try and go for a run. Paris still has it. flips it there. And he can just look over, and you can see Jason Tass, the coach, just giggling every time Paris has it. Saved there by Wicket. All the way up ahead to Jake Carey. A fish out of water is Brett Paris. Indeed a big fish, sir. Here's Johnson. Ryan Keith, they play 1-2. Under 5 in the second. Diagonal feed. Pinder just tried to redirect it on net. And instead, Lyman Beatty will have it. Flip it all the way up top. Dan Gone. Gone's got an open man on the backside. Pass doesn't connect to Bergen. Grabbed there by McFetrich. Numbers here for Ladner. Up ahead, Mitch Winter on a breakaway. Winter shoots. Kicked aside by Chubak. Clare doesn't have numbers. He'll just run to space behind the net. Backside look. One-timer from Lacroix as everybody was looking the other way, but Chubak made a great save. McFetrich behind the net. Nass, another nice save by Chubak as Nass came all the way around the net. Clare. Lewis gets a pick there from McFetrich. Lewis, good defense by the Axemen. Lewis, Nass. Won't take the shot. Takes a couple of chops, though, and an extra one. Inside feed. Doesn't connect. Lewis goes sliding. Lacroix, 10 on the shot clock. Dunk attempt. They wave it off. As Dylan Lacroix tried to go airborne. He scored it, but they either called him for a crease violation or his stick contacting the goal. Either way, it remains 8-3 with 3:40 in the second to go. Bergen fakes it, comes near side. Corkery, Wasson gets a pick. He'll shoot. That one goes wide. Going to deflect off the glass. And Vandenberg has it at center. We'll chuck it into the corner for a 30 violation. And here comes Ladner with Jake Carey. To Johnson. Flips it to Ryan Keith. Now Nate Clare. Clare takes a couple chops, flips it inside. Bromley couldn't find it. Grabbed there by Paris. Paris trying to run past his check. Nice stick protection by Brett Paris. And then he'll flip it over to the far side, down into the corner. I wanted Brett Paris to stay and play a shift. Get the big man a goal. McNeil, Corkery, spins, whirls, shoots, save, Wicket. Wicket up ahead, Pinder. No numbers here for Ladner. 3-on-4, now 4-on-4. Feed to Lacroix, bounces off his stick and right to Chubak. And now Dan Gone. We'll throw it near side for Nevin Sullivan. He'll run the floor. Numbers here for the Capital Region Axemen, but Bergen dropped it. They got Davidson all the way up the floor. And Winter will run it to center. He'll go towards the bench, flip it off to Cody Nass, and in the final 2 minutes of the period, all alone, Davidson shoots and scores. All alone, Matt Davidson. And he's able to get underneath the D. Connor Davidson. And go short side, far side, under the glove. Makes it 9-3 Ladner. $17:06. 18:06. The face-off dot. Won there nicely by Sam Clare, but it's going to go to Vandenberg. Vandenberg, far side off the post. Beat Wicket clean. Here's McFetrich. Nass and Clare with the assist. Here's Pinder. McFetrich. Nate Clare gets a pick there from Bromley. Clare faked it, shoots it wide, loose ball. Going to bounce all the way down the floor. Wicket's going to have to come out and play it. And then he'll just throw it bench side. Jake Carey is going to dump it. It'll ricochet off Chubak, and here comes Dan Gahn. Brandenburg. Late man, Robinson to Bergen. Robinson flashes. Oh, the pass went on target. Wickett had to be careful. And then Jake Carey has it for Ladner. Up ahead, Josh Kelly. Last 60 in the middle 20. Kelly to Keith. Near side corner, Cody Nass. Nass gets a pick from Keith, skips it. Shot there on the one-timer from Lacroix. And that will go up and out of play. And Paris will quickly move it ahead. Chapman. Slow numbers here for the Axemen. Bergen. Brandenburg. He's wide open if he wants to rip one. Back comes Claire. Bergen. Shot sails high. Loose ball. Corkery scores. Corkery with a low-to-low rip. And that beats Wickett far side. 9-4 as the Axemen get one back here before the end of the period. 19:45 officially. And it looks like if the Axemen win this draw, they're going to want a timeout. And so Zabo will take this draw for the Pioneers. And the loose ball. Battle for it. Won there by Wasson. Timeout Axemen. 11 seconds to go in the period. Zabo a little slow to get up. He took a chop along the leg fighting for that loose ball. Maybe even one to the back of the neck. Brandenburg and Bergen pick up the assist. Timeout Axemen, 11 seconds remaining. See if they can't make this a 4-goal game going into the third period. And so both teams already back out there. Didn't really even need the full minute timeout. They'll just, everybody get a quick drink, head out on the floor. Chubak on the bench. 6-on-5 here for the Axemen. Wasson, Bergen, Yonkis, Bergen, they play 1-2, 4 on the clock. Bergen, shot, kicked aside by Wickett, and the period will end. It was 4-1 Ladner after 1. It's 9-4 Ladner after 2. This is the 2018 President's Cup. From 4-1, it went to 6-1. Capital Region got one back from Raj Wasson. Tom Johnson finished off his natural hat trick for Ladner, making it 7-2. And then they'd add one more to make it 8-2. Then the teams would trade goals, and that's where we stand. 9-4 at the end of the period. Run the clock with 10 minutes on the break. My name's Teddy Jenner at Off the Crossbar. You can find me. You're listening and watching the 2018 President's Cup from Nanaimo, BC on Lax All Stars. Back inside Frank Crane, third period underway, and you know it's a fun day when a team comes out 5 minutes before the end of intermission just so they can take a big team picture in front of their net. Even more so, they let the 50-year-old goaltender take the picture. Shout out Rob Cook playing in like his 13th President's Cup. Shot on target by Clare, saved Chubak. Here come the Axemen as they trail by 5, 9-4 to Ladner. My name's Teddy Jenner. This is the 2018 President's Cup from Frank Crane Arena in Nanaimo. Brought to you by the fine folks of Lax All-Stars. Far side, Yonkis comes around the top, 10 on the shot clock, skips it, Bergen. He'll shoot wide, loose ball. That'll be a violation of the 30, and Ladner will run onto this one. Sam Clare. And he shoots and scores, but they'll bring it back. Don't want to give him that kind of an advantage. And so they'll push in the corner with Cody Nass. There's Lacroix. Far side, Wyatt Pinder will carry it. Skips it up McFetridge. Now Bromley into the corner, Lacroix. Gets a pick, can't find the roll. Diagonal feed, shot saved, Chubak. Here comes Chapman. Bounces it to center. Nice grab there by Austin Robinson. Robinson gets a screen from Wasson. Has time and room to shoot. He will. Bouncer saved there by Wicket. And he'll have to find an outlet. Goes short pass, McFetridge. Johnson. Johnson skips it to Keith. Lacroix bobbled it. Picks it right back up. 15 on the clock. Keith behind the net. Inside Clare. Saved Chubak. Loose ball. And we picked up by Brandon Fournier. Here's Tim Bergen. Wonder if they'll let Brett Paris stay on offense for a shift here. Bergen. Diagonal feed. Corkery tucks underneath. Tiptoes. Save Wicket. Nicely done to track the shooter across the crease. Now Jake Carey. Quickly up ahead. Patrick Zabo. He'll flip it for Sam Clare. Clare jammed the pass into Pinder. He's got to chase onto it. Loose ball picked up by Cody Nass. 10 on the shot clock. Bromley. That pass was deflected. Goes into the corner. Pinder lost his footing. Still got to get a shot off. 3, 2, and he won't. It'll be a 30. And so the Capital Region Axemen will pick it up. Bobbled it there by Dan Gone. And he regains possession. Will give it off to his captain, Raj Wasson. Wasson backs his man in, tucks, shoots, trying to go 5-hole. Wicket kept the wood stick down, made that save, and we'll throw it to the bench side. Gobrecht, now McFetridge. All open on the backside, all alone. Tiptoe in the crease was Cody Nass, and he put it wide. Here comes Lyman Beatty. Bergen. He'll jog it down, get picked up there by Kelly. Now Wasson. Jonkus. 8 on the shot clock. Down low, Bergen all alone, tiptoeing the crease, and a nice save there by Wicket. That's 3 tiptoes in a row. Jake Carey. He'll slow it up, try to find an outlet. Find Tom Johnson. Hidden ball trick. He'll bounce it to Keith. Bromley slowly through the middle. 10 on the shot clock. Keith skipped it to Johnson, missed it. 4 on the shot clock. Bromley, and that'll be after the buzzer from Johnson. Paris pushing it to Brandon Fournier. Here's Robinson. Bergen skipped it over. Vandenberg couldn't find it. Now battling for it. And it'll be grabbed there by Zach Wicket. Quickly up ahead, Sam Clare. on the bounce. We'll try and sprint underneath Dan. Gone. Double comes. Rotate it. Claire, short side. Nice save there from Chubak. Claire gets the rebound. And we'll go behind the net. Lewis. Sam Claire to Nate Claire. Too hot for him to handle. Takes a bump there from Dan. Gone. Bromley flipped it. Lewis inside. Shot goes wide from Nate Claire. And then an attempted one-handed grab by a fan in row 4. That's going to be a free candy bag for the young man in row 1. Bergen, far side. Yonkis, Bergen, shot scores! Nice outside shot from Yonkis. He took a cross-floor seam pick from Bergen. Make it 9-5 as Capital Region gets another. .5:35, the time of the goal. Don't forget the 5-6 game coming up at noon. Onondaga Redhawks against the Saskatoon Brewers. As the Brew Crew have been lulling the tournament to sleep, trying to get themselves that 5th spot. They went 0 for 7 in the round robin. They won their first game yesterday against these very same Pioneers. If they can win 2 straight, they'll finish 5th. Far side. Battling for that loose ball and eventually be grabbed there by Chapman. He'll just flip it away. Reset the 30. Bromley into the corner. Johnson couldn't find it, but Nevin Sullivan can. Haven't seen Scott Taylor since early, maybe late in the first. I think maybe his knee just can't handle running up and down the floor, and I don't blame him. It's been a long, long week for everybody, and if you can give yourself any chance to rest, you can take it. And he's just in the middle of the bench here. He might get a shift out next time. Down low, McFetridge bobbled it, and there's Taylor back out. Good to see him still working on it. Outside shot there by Claire, hit the post. Chubak. And a delayed penalty coming up here to Ladner. Chubak to the bench. 6-on-5 here for Capital Region. Wasson carries through center. Gives it off to Butter. Gets it right back. Wasson, 8 on the shot clock. Brandenburg. Shot kicked aside. Wicket. And an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty to Eli Goldbrecht. So first power play opportunity here for the Axemen. 12:38 remaining. So Raj Wasson just running through his teammates, let him know what they're going to try and run here. He'll set it up. Bergen, Wasson, Brandenburg. The Pioneer is going to run a diamond here. Wasson. I think the diamond's throwing off this play, but outside shot, Brandenburg put it right into the stick of Wicket. He handled that one easily. Now McDermott. Dan McDermott's going to have to run. Double team. Got to get over the timeline. And he'll just flip it to space. It gets knocked down there by Dan Gaunt. McFetridge picks it up. The ball actually got over the timeline, so it's not 10 seconds, but it's still loose. And possession on an interference will go to Capital Region. You can hear Joe Sullivan just explain to the official it's got to be clear possession for the 10-second count to be taken off. He said, I'm not going to argue, I'm just telling you. Pick your poison. Wasson. Brandenburg. Wasson. Brandenburg. Diagonal. Well, they needed one more for the empty look to Butter. Vandenberg bobbled it, 8 on the shot clock. Stick lift there by Jake Carey. Bergen, shot off the helmet of wicket. Give him a reset. Make sure he's okay. 42 on the penalty. Bergen, Wasson, Vandenberg. Butter's in the corner. Austin Robinson's in the near corner. Here comes Robinson. Big pick. Bergen. Up top, Wasson. One more. Vandenberg, shot, save, wicket, loose ball in the corner. And TJ Cox bumps Austin Robinson off the ball and is able to pick it up for his team. 18 on the penalty. Up ahead, McFetridge. And McFetridge is going to run this one deep. With 10 seconds on the penalty, the Pioneers should be able to kill this one off. So Gobrecht out of the box. We're back to 5 aside. McFetridge. Late man is Garrett Lewis. He takes his position down low. Now Bromley gets a pick there from Johnson. Johnson's open. Bromley flips it to him, but it's behind him. And now Johnson will carry. Backhand feed to Lewis was nowhere close. And now here comes Chapman. Chapman will leave it off for Andrew McNeil. McNeil gets a pick from Robinson. And another. McNeil had a lane underneath, doesn't take it. Mitch Winters lost his stick. Robinson doubled, backing his man in. Up top, McNeil. 3 on the shot clock. He'll shoot a bouncer. And it bounced right into Sam Clare's stick without him knowing it. Clare gets a pick from Nate Clare. And he'll skip it far side, Nass. Now near side, Lacroix. Keith. Nate Clare shot off the left foot. Reset the 30. Under 9.5 to play here in regulation. Paris got his feet cut off with Cody Nass. They both tumble to the ground and give each other a pat on the back as they get up. And Paris isn't used to falling on the ground without patting, and that one must have hurt. Here comes Wasson. Gets a pick, swings it far side, Vandenberg. Underneath roll, Vandenberg looking, surveying, inside feed, backhander, what a save there. Off the shoulder. As Bergen tried to throw a sneaky backhander, but Wicket was wise to it. Now McFetridge. Hot potato with himself. Takes a heavy chop there from Fournier. Pass down, doesn't connect with Lewis. And here comes Lyman Beatty. He'll go bench side to Robinson. Pinder's going to stay in play here. Clint Jacobs picking up someone's equipment off the floor. Robinson to Bergen. He'll run some interference in a double seal. Bergen had it, a lane, didn't shoot it. Now a great feed inside, but Jordan Jonkas couldn't find it, as that was a great backdoor cut by Jonkas. And here comes Sam Clare to Pinder. Pinder will bring it near side, Nate Clare. Clare underneath, flips it, loose ball, grabbed there by Nate Clare, Sam Clare, and tried to just throw it behind his back and bounce it straight into the ground and up and out of play. The boys are trying to pull out every stick trick shot they can think of here in the final 7:43. And it could be a very entertaining one. 4-goal game, so Axemen can still get right back in this. Just need to start chipping away one at a time here. Here's Bergen. Skips it far side, Vandenberg underneath. Mark Vandenberg shoots and scores. 9-6, 3-goal game. Capital Regions now scored 3 straight. Time of that goal, 12:48. So I can see some of the Saskatoon Brewers starting to slowly show up. Their game against Onondaga in 90 minutes time. Again, Jake Elliott will have the call for that one right here on Lax All-Stars. He'll also give you the bronze game between Cognawaga and Oakville. Jumbo had the late game last night against Cognawaga and St. Albert, which was, I think, 14-2 was the final. And Cognawaga just a depleted, tired, sore group right now. But a medal will be on the line. And they can never take it away from you if you win your last game of the year. Here's Raj Wasson. Pushed back by Pinder, skipped it far side, Vandenberg. Stutters, fakes it, Wasson. Shot, save, wicket, loose ball, grabbed there by Josh Kelly. He'll flip it ahead, Sam Clare, one more, Garrett Lewis. Tried to jam it short side, nice save by Chubak. And here comes Lyman Beatty. Beatty will flip it off to Bergen. Bergen, Corkery. Jonkis, shot, goes wide. Gonna ricochet off the glass, grabbed there by Vandenberg. Lost his footing and the ball. It'll be picked up there by Cody Cox. And will he force it inside to Kelly? He doesn't. And then Tom Johnson will just open him up, get the pass. And he'll go to work for Ladner. Johnson had a second period hat trick. Johnson way outside, easily handled there by Chubak. Up ahead of the floor, Region has numbers, but they can't get the pass off. As Fournier will have to go back into his own zone. Then he just threw it away, hoping Wasson was going to be looking. But here comes Ladner the other way. Gobrecht, Bromley, Johnson. Lacroix far side. Pinder tucks it. Rolls around to Pickle Lewis, trying to find his shooting lane. Can't. Johnson down low. Lacroix rolls underneath Taylor, loses it. Taylor and Lacroix battling, just going to try and keep that ball loose. Nice job by Taylor to earn possession for his team. Under 5 to go in regulation. 9-6. Ladner leads it. And I think they'll give, well, it looks like Chubak needs a little taping of the leg pad. So he'll go walking down the bench to get some tape. Again, Saskatoon Onondaga next. That's at noon. At 3 o'clock, at 3 o'clock, Oakville Cognawaga for bronze. And then the gold medal at 6 o'clock. Nanaimo Timmerman, St. Albert Miners. It's either going to be the first cup in 40 years or it's going to be a 3-time back-to-back-to-back champs. It is going to beauty. I'm so excited to call it. I hope you'll join me right here from Frank Crane, only on Lax All-Stars. Here's Robinson. Far side, Corkery working his way in, bodied through. Down low, pump fake, shot, scores, and Zabo is hurt on the ground, and that one didn't look good. As Jonkis gets one more, make it 9-7. Let's hope Zabo's okay. As he got run into as Corkery was backing his man in, and Zabo looks to be in some sort of pain down there. And so let's hope he's going to be okay. As he's being attended by trainer Brittany Hawkins. So 4.5 to play here. Zabo being attended to by the Ladner training staff, and he's going to be helped up by a couple teammates. Not putting a lot of weight on that right foot, absolutely none at all right now. And you never want to see that in a lacrosse game, especially the last game of the season for your team. And now it looks like he's starting to put a little pressure on that leg. They'll take him all the way to the front gate. Now he's actually just walking on his own now, so that's an even better sign. But I would imagine Patrick Szabo will be done for the day. So he gets himself off the floor. We'll go back to center for the face-off dot. Claire and Butter, the Capital Region ball. Brandenburg and Corkery pick up assists. 9-7, 4:20 to play here in regulation. Corkery has a man wide open in the middle as Robinson. Now he gets it. Robinson, step back shot. That went off a body. Possession will stay here. Reset the 30. 4:12 to go. Robinson, backhand flip, Bergen. Wasson was open for a second. Nice pick there by Robinson. Wasson will set him up. Skip it far side, Brandenburg. Shot, off the crossbar to the roof. Possession stays here. Good offensive set here by the Axemen. They might have a few tired Pioneer bodies out there. See if they can't take advantage. Far side, Corkery, inside feed to Brandenburg, knocked down by the stick of McFetridge. Corkery got his own rebound, fired it, save wicket. Up ahead, McFetridge has numbers running off the bench. McFetridge won't shoot it. Good defense by Brendan Fournier. And he is all over McFetridge. Nate Clare, 13 on the shot clock. Skipped it far side, Pinder gets a pick from McFetridge. Pinder, Keith, inside Pinder, literally running right through the middle of the crease. That's called not having floor awareness. Now is Pinder, and I can't tell who that is for the Axemen as they were pushing and shoving. And it looks like that's Kyle McFadden. They'll both head to the box, most likely for unsportsmanlike pushing and shoving. 3:15 in regulation. 9-7's the score. Ladner leading by 2. Indeed, 2 minutes roughing each team. And Chubak just hiding over there on the sideboards. Axemen might go 5-on-4 here. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Wasson. Brandenburg into the corner. Corkery. Wasson. Here comes the goaltender, Chubak. Brandenburg wasn't paying attention. Open net at the other end. And Chubak is able to get quickly back out on the floor. Capital Region got away with having too many men on the floor. Wasson's lost his stick. He'll go pick it up as Cox goes for a change. Lewis on an isolation. Nice strip check there by Lyman Beatty. Loose ball. Wasson will run onto it. Pick it up as the shot clock was about to expire. 2.5 to go. Axemen trail by 2 here in the opening game of Championship Sunday. 5-on-4 here. Chubak to the bench. Corkery. Butter. Brandenburg, 10 on the shot clock. Butter bobbled it. Got to get a guy at the floor. Will Wicket go for the empty net? 2 in regulation. McFetridge. He'll run behind his own net. 40 on the penalties. McFetridge chased by Carter Butter. And not too many guys are going to catch Peter McFetridge. Inside feed. Ryan Keith scores. Keith gets his first, and it could be the dagger. Give Ladner 10. It's a 3-goal lead, and that stops a 4-goal run by the Axemen. Time of that goal, 18-15 here in the third. 3-goal lead. Pioneers trying to hold on here and take home 7th. Chapman drives, takes a bump shot, save wicket, loose ball, and they'll call back in. So Robinson will start with it in the corner. Chuback to the bench. 5 on 4 for 14 seconds. It'll be 6 on 5. Wasson. Drags, shoots, save, wicket. Loose ball grabbed by Clare. Axemen got to get their goalie on the floor. Clare's going to run. Empty net. Can Chuback get there? And Sam Clare is just not even going to shoot it up 3 as we approach the final minute of regulation. Pioneers lead it by 3. There it is. Last 60 of the first 60. And here's Pinder. Lacroix, 10 on the shot clock. McFadden is now McFadden and Nass. As McFadden was just out there maybe trying to send a message, just playing a little too aggressive for me in the final 40 seconds. And Nass didn't take too kindly to it, gave him a chop. And so McFadden will go right back to the box. 2 minutes each for slashing. 39 in the period. Referee is trying to figure out whose ball this is going to be. And they're going to give possession to Ladner. And some late words being exchanged between the benches. Lacroix will just run it back into his own zone. Watched there by Brett Paris. The Eiffel Tower of Ottawa. Here's Pinder. Shot kicked aside. Loose ball. Paris has it. And they want him to push the tempo. Paris dangling. Dispossessed. Tried to kick it. McFettridge, 13. That's going to do it. The Ladner Pioneers will take home 7th with a 10-7 win. And the Capital Region Axemen, not exactly how they pictured this thing going, but they will take 8th place. We'll get you our game MVPs and get you on your way here from Nanaimo. Teams will shake hands at center one last time, and then their summers are done. And it was actually a very well played game. It was a bit of a slow start, but even though Capital Region got the first goal of the game 13 seconds in, they wouldn't score another one until almost halfway through the game in that second period. And then they started to claw their way back, got as close as 9-7. That would be it. As a late goal at the end from Ryan Creeth. Adam Keith was the dagger. So we'll get you our game stars one last time here from Frank Crane. And then I'll take a break. Jake Elliott will be here for the noon and 3 o'clock games. I'll be back for the gold medal game between St. Albert and Nanaimo at 6. And, of course, all games streamed live right here on Lax All-Stars. Jordan Jonkus, your game MVP for Capital Region. He picked a couple of goals there in that third to help his team claw their way back. And Tom Johnson is the game MVP for Ladner as he had himself a second period hat trick. And that's going to do it one last time. The final score, 10-7 in favor of Ladner. They'll take 7th. Capital Region will finish 8th. Next up, Saskatoon versus Onondaga. And until then, we'll talk to you. My name's Teddy Jenner at Off the Crossbar on Twitter. Follow Lax All-Stars at Lax All-Stars. And we'll talk to you in a few hours' time from Frank Crane Arena in Nanaimo. This is the 2018 President's Cup on Lax All-Stars.